Sherwood Forest, that ancient sea of green unfurling north from Nottingham, is no mere woodland. It is a living enchantment, a cathedral of gnarled oaks and whispering birches where the veil between history and myth grows thin. For centuries, its shadowed glades have harbored kings, outlaws, and spirits alike, their stories woven into the very roots of the earth. Sherwood is a place where time dances, where the twang of a bowstring might belong to a mortal archer or a fairy trickster, and where every leaf seems to hum with tales of gallantry and magic. This is the merry Sherwood, a realm where Robin Hood, the greenwood's eternal champion, reigns not just as a man, but as a legend born of mortal strife and supernatural whispers. Sherwood Forest is older than memory, its origins lost in the mists of prehistory. Flint tools and cave art from Creswell Crags on its northern fringe speak of Ice Age hunters who revered its wilds, perhaps seeing spirits in its towering oaks. By 958 AD, it was recorded as Siruda, a name some folklorists link to Shirewood or even Sacred Wood, hinting at a place imbued with divine presence. As a royal hunting forest under William the Conqueror, it spanned vast tracts. Its 100,000 acres in the 1200s alive with deer, wolves, and whispers of older powers. Local folklore paints Sherwood as a liminal space, a threshold between the mortal world and the other world. Medieval peasants told of green men, leafy-faced spirits who guarded the forest's secrets, their visages carved into Nottingham's churches as warnings to respect the wild wood. Tales persist of Willow, the wisps luring travellers astray near the centre tree, or of ghostly hounds howling under the Parliament oak on moonless nights, remnants of a spectral hunt led by a forgotten forest king. These stories, passed down through generations, cast Sherwood as a place where the natural and supernatural are inseparable. Its ancient oaks standing as sentinels to both history and enchantment. At the heart of Sherwood's lore stands Robin Hood, a figure whose name conjures images of a bow-wielding rogue clad in Lincoln green. Yet, his origins are as tangled as the forest's undergrowth, blending the grit of human rebellion with the shimmer of mythic archetype. First mentioned in 1377 by William Langland in Piers Plowman, where rhymes of Robin Hood were already popular. He strides through 15th century ballads like a light-tailed jest of Robin Hood as a champion of the oppressed, robbing the rich to feed the poor. But was he a man, a myth, or something more? Some historians seek a flesh-and-blood Robin, pointing to figures like a 13th century Robin Hood fugitive or Robert Hood of Wakefield, a tenant under Edward II. Legends claim he was born around 1160 in Locksley, now known as Locksley, and met his end at Kirklees Priory, betrayed by a treacherous prioress, his final arrow marking his grave. Yet, folklore offers a bolder vision. Robin as a manifestation of the forest itself, a green-clad avatar of resistance and renewal. His name, Robin, echoes medieval diminutives for woodland spirits like Robin Goodfellow, the mischievous Puck of folklore, known for leading travellers astray or aiding the worthy. His green attire, uncanny archery, and mastery of Sherwood's paths align him with the Green Man, a pagan symbol of nature's vitality carved across England's cathedrals. Some tales cast him as a mortal chosen by the forest spirits, gifted with supernatural cunning to outwit the Sheriff of Nottingham, a figure often linked in local lore to the devil himself, a dark adversary seeking to tame the wildwood. The merry men, Little John, Will Scarlet, Friar Tuck, and later Maid Marian, are more than companions in this mythic frame. They are a fellowship of the greenwood, each embodying a facet of its magic. Little John, whose grave is claimed in Hathersage, is said to have wielded a staff blessed by forest spirits, granting him giant-like strength. Will Scarlet, buried in Blidworth, was rumoured to move like a shadow, invisible to foes, a gift from the fairy folk who favoured his loyalty. Friar Tuck, a jovial monk, carried blessings from both Christian and pagan realms, his laughter warding off malevolent sprites. Maid Marian, introduced in 16th century May Day rituals, is often depicted as a forest maiden, perhaps a dryad or nymph, bound to Robin by love and fate, her presence softening the outlaw's rough edges. Folk tales amplify this supernatural thread. A story from Edwinstow claims Robin once bested a fairy archer in a contest, winning a silver arrow that never missed its mark, now hidden beneath the major oak. Another tale speaks of a spectral bowman seen near Robin Hood's well, firing arrows of light to guide lost travellers, a lingering echo of the outlaw's spirit. These stories, rooted in oral traditions, suggest Robin Hood is not merely a historical figure, but a bridge to England's pagan past, his legend a vessel for the forest's ancient magic. Sherwood's landscape is a tapestry of myth, its trees and trails alive with stories of enchantment. The major oak, aged 800 to 1,000 years, is the forest's crowned monarch. Its cavernous trunk, fabled to have sheltered Robin's band and hosted fairy councils under moonlit boughs. Local legend claims its roots conceal a hidden hoard, guarded by a tree spirit who tests the hearts of seekers. Now, braced with steel, the oak draws thousands, its presence so potent it was named England's Tree of the Year in 2014. The centre tree, between Thoresby and Welbeck estates, marks the heart of an outlaw path network, but folklore whispers it's also a fairy crossroads, where the unwary might step into the other world. Tales tell of travellers hearing spectral laughter or glimpsing green-clad figures vanishing into the undergrowth, echoes of the merry men or their fairy kin. Robin Hood's well, near Newstead Abbey, is said to be blessed by a water sprite, its waters granting clarity to those who drink with pure intent, a tradition tied to Robin's supposed visits. Edwinstow's St. Mary's Church, where Robin and Marian wed in legend, is steeped in mystical tales. Some say the church was built on a fairy mound, its stones laid to honour a pact between the forest spirits and the Christian faith, ensuring Marian's safety. Blidworth's churchyard, with Will Scarlet's gravestone, is rumoured to be haunted by his shade, a restless guardian of Sherwood's secrets, while nearby caves are said to connect to a subterranean realm where the merry men hid their spoils. Finehow, a rediscovered Danelaw meeting place, carries its own mystique with Vikinera tales of a sacred grove, where warriors swore oaths to forest gods, its stones glowing faintly under starlight. Creswell Crags, with its prehistoric cave art, is whispered to house the spirits of ancient hunters, their voices carried on the wind to those who listen at dusk. These landmarks, woven into Sherwood's lore, transform the forest into a living storybook, each site a portal to its enchanted past. Sherwood's myths are not all of gallantry. Darker tales linger beneath its boughs. The Parliament Oak, near Clipstone, is a nexus of grim legend. In 1212, King John, cast as a sorcerous tyrant in some folk tales, ordered the execution of 28 Welsh hostages under its branches, their blood said to have cursed the tree, causing it to weep sap on stormy nights. In 1290, the oak witnessed Queen Eleanor's fatal illness, with local stories claiming a fairy healer offered to save her in exchange for the forest's freedom. A bargain Edward I refused, sealing her fate. Folklore also speaks of the Sheriff of Nottingham as more than a mortal foe. In some tales, he's a warlock bound to dark forces, his pursuit of Robin fueled by a pact to bind Sherwood's spirits to his will. A story from Clipstone claims the sheriff once summoned a demon hound to track the merry men, only for Robin to banish it with a blessed arrow. Its howls still heard near the center tree. These darker myths, rooted in medieval fears of authority and the unknown, cast Sherwood as a battleground between light and shadow, with Robin as its radiant defender. Today, Sherwood Forest, a national nature reserve, is a sanctuary for both nature and myth. Its 1,000 veteran oaks and diverse wildlife drawing 350,000 visitors yearly. The annual Robin Hood Festival, with its archery contests and reenactments, channels the forest's magic, while the 2018 revamped visitor center offers immersive tales of outlaws and spirits. A 2024 TripAdvisor review describes a guided tour where a storyteller recounted the Major Oaks fairy horde, leaving visitors spellbound. Recent folklore, shared on social media in January 2025, tells of a hiker glimpsing a green-clad figure near Thynhow, vanishing into mist, an encounter locals attribute to Robin's restless spirit. Conservation efforts, like the Sherwood Forest Trust's rewilding, ensure the forest's magic endures, its oaks standing as eternal guardians. From medieval ballads to modern retelling in films like Robin Hood, Prince of Thieves, the legend thrives, a testament to Sherwood's power to enchant. Sherwood Forest is a realm where myth and memory entwine, its ancient boughs cradling the spirit of Robin Hood, outlaw, hero, and perhaps something more. Whether he was a man defying feudal chains or a woodland sprite wielding a charmed bow, his story, like the forest itself, is eternal. From the Major Oak's hidden treasures to the spectral arrows of Robin Hood's, well, Sherwood's legends invite us to wander its paths, to listen for the laughter of the merry men or the whisper of fairy voices. As John Keats mourned the lost world of Robin Bold, Sherwood answers with a timeless truth. In the merry Sherwood, the magic of the greenwood never fades. Many thanks for treading this enchanted path. If its tapestry of legend, lore, and myth gripped you, follow, subscribe, and if there are any other British folklores, myths, legends, or haunted tales you would like to hear about, please comment below.